Martin Lane.
Yeah.
Lions Realty and Investment.
It's church.
Big of an expert. Broker by EXP.
Hey.
So we're just gonna come in today.
Feel like a king, feel like a god. I don't think no one can stop me. I'm on my way straight to the top. Then the so sloppy. I know he wish he could copy, but that little boy is just not me. I am a one of a kind. There is nobody else like me. Feel like a king, feel like a god. I don't think no one can stop me. I'm on my way straight to the top. Then so sloppy. I know they wish they could copy, but that little boy is just not me. I am a one of a kind. There's nobody else like me.
Like, comment, or share. You know, and you know, if this, you find value in this, please share it with someone that you might know in your network. You know, it help us all save. I'm trying to reach 1,000 people, so let's get this money together. So now, Mr. and Mrs. Mays, and we in the hood too, so y'all know. So y'all might see some, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you need this one?
Now, first, so you have signed into Credit Karma.
I have.
All right, so let's go back up to the top. All right, you have open balances of. Oh wait, first, do I have permission?
Yes, you
to
do have my
look
permission.
and access your credit?
Sure do.
Okay. So we're gonna say access. Now you have 5 accounts that show past due balances in the amount of $12,000. So you have collections, and you have auto loan. So here's your $5,000 in collections. That's probably the same thing. It's the same
auto
thing.
loan. Yes.
So you can sue on back end and they're reporting on your both ends. So this is ultimately one thing.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, we can definitely get that because we're gonna dispute that real quick. Okay, so you just need to address these things. So here's the quick way to do this is you just find Mercy Hospital. Now, one thing you can do with this, I say to my clients, dispute everything.
Okay, I've heard that before.
Dispute everything. Make them prove that it's you first.
Okay.
So the thing with hospitals and hospitals and student loans is mostly hospitals, is they say that for one, they don't really trip about hospital bills as much no more because pretty much everyone has them. Everyone's going to do something, so everyone can fall off.
Right.
So they don't look at it as harshly
anymore.
I say that in quotations, but they still do. I mean, it affects you, but it doesn't affect you
as much.
As much.
Gotcha.
Now, as much as auto loans, with credit cards, and other sources.
Gotcha.
So you can, I would say, dispute all of it. I do have dispute letters that you can use, and really it's just a matter of you writing the hospital saying, "This wasn't me. This wasn't me." Now they got to turn around. They got to do investigations. They got to go get cameras. They got to call hospitals, and they got to prove that this was you that carried it. Anybody can walk in there and get your name.
Okay.
They don't ask for all that information. So with them me saying that, it's a lot of times, I'm not saying that it's not your debt or not, but a lot of times they would rather drop the debt than continue to pursue it.
Really?
But what they'll do is they'll send a letter back and act like they didn't get it, or they'll say like this is your debt. But the fact of the matter is they have to make sure. Hush. Sorry, folks, that's my dog. But they have to make sure that their T's, the I's, and the T's are crossed. Like if their address is wrong on there, they got to take
one letter in your name.
One letter in your name, but you got to be due diligent in your writing and knowing like what you're disputing. So that's why we're looking at your credit now to know, to find ways to dispute it. Now with $12,000, you don't really have bad. Your shit ain't that bad. Your stuff ain't that bad. It's just really saying that you just got hospital bill and credit card. Same thing everybody else does. Now you can decide to. So that's that one. So I would definitely.
So what is H&R? Why is H&R?
It's Mercy Hospital.
Oh, okay.
H&R account. So that's the credit bureau they sent it to.
That was a moment, y'all.
So this is the same balance. So it's reporting twice on your credit.
Yes.
Or no, that's two different balances. Is this for the same thing?
That's for the same thing.
You dispute that shit. Dispute that stuff. And then these are simple, progressive. You can easily call them, pay them. So here's the other thing about creditors. Even if it's on your credit. Again, all credit can be repaired, restored, and redeemed. Okay, well, how bad your shit is, it can. Okay? Again, 82,000 and some change.
Right.
Just keep it
I'm already in.
Well, man, shit.
So please believe this shit is easy. And I said some stuff off camera. But you know, we got it's ways around everything.
Yes.
Sure.
So this is out.
It's not what you know, it's who you know sometimes.
Okay.
So is this all on my credit report?
This is it. This is it. This is it.
So I'm $12,000 in the hole.
12,000 is keeping you from leveraging yourself.
Ain't that about a bitch?
What is leveraging yourself?
You're moving
mean?
up the
Leveraging
ladder.
means your credit is your digital footprint. Okay, so in the early '80s, when the big credit bureaus decided that the Capital Ones and
Well, we'll get to
American
that.
Express wanted to give all this credit out to people, they went to the government and made a deal with the government saying, "Hey, we want to hush. You know, I'm gonna put you in the bathroom.
Maybe she got to
We
pee.
want to." Let me put her in the bathroom.
Hold on, folks. We'll be right back after this brief commercial.
You on camera?
That's the dog.
Right.
We got the puppy, and put him somewhere where he don't have to holler so much.
$12,000.
That's not a lot.
Now, off the bat, I'm gonna tell you, there's nothing on your credit. That's nothing. That's one, maybe two tax returns. You know,
Exactly.
or you dispute some few things, and
What if you don't pay taxes?
then there's other ways you can pay it.
Okay.
So that's TransUnion.
Okay, that's over there.
So Equifax get pretty much the same thing. H&R accounts.
I have nothing.
Do you literally have nothing on your accounts?
Literally.
So there's a few ways of paying off your debt. So you could for one dispute it first. Make them prove this is your
Okay.
debt.
Okay.
After a few months, if they
Well,
can't,
now, see, why would I dispute?
why wouldn't you?
Because he said dispute everything, just in case they drop it.
Okay. And how long do they have to drop it, though? That's
They gonna bullshit you around and say this is you were trying to lie and say they didn't get the letters, or it's their job not to, it's their job
I'm
to
talking
pursue
about
you
credit
for that.
acceptance.
Okay.
Why would I dispute that?
Credit acceptance. What you mean?
That's the car.
I seen a credit acceptance on here.
Okay, let's go back to transaction. Because some is being recorded on one that's not on the other.
I seen credit. Did I see
Start
it?
collection. This is reported balance on all loans. Credit acceptance.
That's it.
Okay. Now,
Why would I dispute that?
these are a little harder to dispute because you signed.
Exactly. I did this. This is mine.
Okay, so here's a simple thing with that. Start paying. So here's what the thing with credit bureaus is: they cannot say no to no money. So you can call them right now
And make a
be
$5
like,
payment arrangement.
$5. They're gonna try and talk you
I
out
learned
of
that
it.
from him.
They can try and talk you out of it, but legally they have to accept something. And then they have to report it on your credit as
That you're paying it.
something.
Which betters your credit.
Right.
And how
So
do I do
again, this goes back to the amounts owed, the 30%,
And the payment history.
and the payment history. 65% of your credit is based on you not setting up a payment arrangement with these people.
Knock it off.
65%.
These two right
yeah.
here.
So again, and I'll show you folks. So, and we'll say that in more records. So 30%, 35% of your credit is talking payment history. The other is talked on amounts owed. Then there's another 10 for types of credit, new lines of credit, and then 15% for length of credit history. We'll discuss that in other videos, but for now, we're not gonna go through that. So that's my thing saying take my old ass to bed. So that's my alert saying take my old 10 to bed because it's 10:30.
And we're keeping them up and we're sharp.
But when we talking about when we talk about this money, it don't matter.
Right.
So, I can call credit acceptance in the morning
In the morning is
and
what
make
you're gonna
payment arrangements with them. Don't let them tell them. They can tell me what they will accept, and it's not even a credit
For what they
acceptance.
say.
I need to talk to the, because it's in collections, right?
do. Right. They just sent your shit to collection. So you can. This is another thing you can do. You can call these people and say, hey, would you be willing to settle this for pennies on the dollar? So they bought your debt for pennies on the dollar. And then they added the court fees, they added day fees.
That's $55 and all that
all
other
this
shit.
other, so you probably owe $3,000 and they done hit you with a couple thousand of fees because they
Right,
didn't get paid.
right.
Any business can buy
And they're gonna
your
get-
credit. Any business can buy your debt. Like I can literally go and buy this debt and then sue you
For
again
pennies on a dollar.
for pennies on the dollar, and then turn around and sue you again
Knock it off.
and still get the $8,000. Even though I just bought it for pennies on the dollar.
Wow.
It's rules to this shit.
We gotta get
So-
this together, Bo.
Sure. This is something I would say you can get this together in the next year or two. if you really bite
If
down.
I'm diligent
If
with
you're diligent,
it,
you
it's
bite
6
down.
months. I'm real because after a while I've seen, and tell me if I'm wrong, you'll get something in the mail from these credit collectors, from the collectors, because it don't went into collections, and they willing to let you pay
pennies on the dollar.
$3,000 and something
Yeah.
dollars to knock off this $8,000.
And it's tricks to getting them to report that it's paid in full too.
Exactly.
So just make sure, and we can call. If you hire me, we can call tomorrow or whenever, and I can call on your behalf.
Okay, so what percentage of the rate is gonna come off your ticket for this right here?
You mean for this right here? I'm giving you some value right now. I'm gonna give you that one. I'm gonna give you that one. I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you that. I mean, you're helping me for training purposes.
Yeah, no,
so,
I'm just
my
shooting
job.
shit. I'm just
And you family, so it's our
Yeah.
obligation.
We all family.
But this business, so right now I'm gonna need y'all to pay for this.
Absolutely.
Right,
I'm gonna
exactly.
take our turn.
For real.
And I'm just
Absolutely.
trying to make sure we
For
take
real,
our
for
turn.
real.
That's
I
right.
don't believe in asking for handouts. I believe
No,
in
no,
taking our
no.
turn.
That's what's it.
right.
And we just all we doing because we just switching our dope.
Yes.
That's
That's
all
it.
I've done. I've
That's
switched
it.
my dope, and I've switched the way I talk to people.
Report
I haven't done nothing more. You see, I still act the same crazy good
Right.
person. I'm still silly. I ain't
Okay,
gonna
Right.
so now, are we
I
still
act the
on
same
live?
way board me. Yes, we are.
Okay, so I hit the report info,
Mm-hmm.
and this is what I come up with.
Yeah. Now here's the thing about your credit. Again, where you slip it. Again, it's your 35% of this is
Payment history.
payment history.
And
so
I've made none.
You see all these. You've made none. So you see all these X's.
Yes,
these
I
red,
do.
These
Yes,
red
I do.
X's.
Yes, I do.
So at some point, look how long you was paying. Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
You're paying it. Then boom, 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 boom. And then all of a sudden you was like, you must have gotten into an accident or something
Something
happened with the car. You stopped paying. Wrong thing to do. You could have called them, like I just told you, call them and tell them like, hey, I've hit a hard spot in my life.
Right.
They will take lower payments, or they will.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I told you about
What you
credit.
said?
This is
They just care about getting their money. Their money. And what we do when we get into a bond situation,
Just
we
say fuck.
just say fuck
Yeah.
them.
So instead
That's
of I
right.
call them and tell them, I know I'm supposed to give you let's
X
say
amount of
$250, and I can only give you $150 this week, and
that's
and
fine.
Get
They
another
taking it.
150 in a couple weeks. They will take
They
that.
taking
just
it
want
because they
something.
want something.
They happy
That's
that
it,
you're
baby. I
calling and asking. Cause they will even, some places will even give you a month free. They'd be like, well, just okay, we give you a month, forgiveness month, so they'll take off the late fees or something.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you just
But
gotta
there's going
ask
to be late fees.
if you just say fuck, and
Right.
they're gonna report to your credit.
I mean, even if they say
I'm
we're going to
feeling
charge you
that.
late fees in the beginning, so there's going to be late fees. You can't avoid that.
no, you can get late fees taken off.
Yeah, you can. You
You
can
just
have them
imagine
wait.
How you act, you can have them wait. You just have to ask. A lot of people don't bother to ask. Like, hey, can I get a for forgiveness or something? Like most credit card companies and most places, they'll give you like a forgiveness loan where they take be like, all right, you
Let's
you
chop
want-
that one up. This on us.
we
This
gonna-
one on
you
us.
gonna take this late fee off. Just,
Okay.
Or like your bank, they'd be like, we'll
Okay.
take this non-sufficient funds fee off. Just
Okay.
this once.
Okay.
So they don't like doing it all the time, but they'll do it every few years. Because they know people go through hardships.
Right.
And sometimes we'd rather hide.
Say fuck it.
Yeah, fuck
Hit
it,
the
then
blunt.
approach the
Say fuck it. Just
Instead of
answer
just
the
standing
phone.
firm and saying, okay, I got a problem. We
That's
wipe the
what I
dam.
be telling
I can
you.
give you $100 this week and $100 next
Oh,
week.
I ain't
and
even
$100
got it. I ain't even got it.
Right.
Just and even respond
what can
to
we
them
do?
as well.
All they care about is getting something. So that's what our point of me saying that is we have to call these people. You have made 77% of payments on time. So you was knocking this out the park.
Yeah, I was.
And then all of a sudden something happened.
Yeah.
And they charge you a bunch of motherfucking late fees and now you owe that.
Yeah.
But the good thing is, especially with cars, you can definitely sell the cars for pennies on the dollar. Definitely. So at least ask the option. Like, what would you and I can talk on your behalf. And we can ask,
Okay.
like, what is your options that you're willing to
Okay.
take? Like, are you willing to take, a couple
That's right.
thousand
Right.
instead of 8,000?
Right.
They're gonna take it. They will
don't
take
take
it.
it.
Yeah, they will take it. And if they say no, then okay, all right, no harm done. Can I set up some payment arrangement?
Right.
I don't give a fuck if this should take 10 years to pay.
Yeah.
Start paying
No.
something.
Okay.
Okay?
And
Start
that
paying something.
brings up your score.
Okay, now I'm gonna give you a hitter, but I ain't gonna do it on camera. I'm gonna delete this off camera. But I'm gonna give you a hitter, so I'm finna give you. So remember, I said credit is a Credit is an investment.
Yeah.
So again, credit is an investment. Anybody can redo their credit. It's an investment. It just depends on how anxious, how much you are willing to sacrifice.
How much you want it?
Right, how much you want this. You know, how much is that McDonald's burger you willing to go eat? You know what I'm saying? That $8 could have go, that $8 for that McDonald's Big Mac could have went on your credit.
Absolutely.
That could have went toward that $25 a month you done set up for payment arrangement.
Right.
See, our brains aren't taught to process shit like that. You know, like motherfuckers think I do all this miraculous stuff. I don't, because I just stopped spending money in certain shit. I stopped spending my money in clubs. I stopped spending my money on bottles. I stopped spending my money on, I call it bitches, booze, and bottles.
Right.
Or bitches, booze, and bags.
Okay.
You know, I can't do that, you know. I can't afford it. I did some research, find out the average hustler only makes less than $2 a fucking hour. When we calculate all our expenses,
Yeah.
we make less than $2 an hour. We out here thinking we balling out of control, but
And not.
we're not.
Okay, now check this out.
Yes, ma'am.
You get up to there. Now I'm down here. It's responsibility. That's joint.
That don't matter.
So, okay, you know what that means, right?
I mean, somebody else is on this loan.
Exactly. Now, by me fixing my shit, I'm fixing his shit as well, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but that don't matter because it's all about me.
What's more important? Right.
It's all about me.
It's all about
okay.
you.
Because it
And
gotta get
again,
paid any
it
motherfucking
goes
way because
into
my
the
name is on
payment
it and
history.
it's on my shit.
So ultimately, you want all these red dots to start turning back green.
Green, right. Gotcha.
Now again, I don't care if you offer them $5 a month. Call them and set up a payment arrangement. They're gonna fight tooth and nail and say we not finna take it. But nigga, I don't care. Sorry for saying nigga. I don't care if it take you 10 years to pay this off.
Yeah, because it says it.
Make a promise to yourself where you ain't gotta make it.
Right,
but
right.
I'm just
A
trying to show
goal.
my value.
Right.
You know, how we can leverage our situation because it's not really hard for us to do this.
I
It's
know.
just whose job again? Whose job is it to tell you this? It ain't right. It ain't the white supremacist job to tell us. It ain't the millionaire job.
They tell you in court every day, ignorance is not an excuse.
It's really shit you ever heard, ain't it?
You heard me? That's why I said. Because that's pretty much what you're
It's
saying.
not. And
Just
you-
because you don't know is not an excuse. You should have known.
You should have known. You should have known better. And you know what I'll tell you, motherfuckers? You fucked up by teaching this black man how to read. And you know you fucked up even more? You gave me the fucking internet. You gave me the internet, so now you gotta put your email stuff back in.
Oh, hell no.
So now you gotta, you press something, you did something. So now you have now given me access to talk to however many millionaires that I want. I can get this shit from anybody. I ain't now gotta stand on the corner and listen to a motherfucker talk about what he want and can't do. I can now go listen to any Grant Cardone, any real estate dude, any credit dude, and they gonna teach me this game for fucking free, damn it. And then I can take the rest of it and go pay for whatever coaching and stuff I need to teach me this shit. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, are you joking? Like, I'm just telling you how I literally look at it.
I see.
Are you joking? All I gotta do is, you really tell me all I gotta do is set up this computer and learn some shit to beat you? Get the fuck out of here!
Now look at this.
Oh my mama, I'm not losing.
Okay.
ever.
Hello.
I'm sorry.
Here we go, Mercy
I'm gonna
Hospital.
get my ass whooped fucking around where I see.
No.
Where we at? Mercy
You got
Hospital.
your album word.
Yes, I did.
Mercy
Everybody
Hospital.
says that.
Now, you got now have I given my value to you?
You have.
Now you ready for my price?
They go to pitch.
Now, are you now? I do have payment plans
Okay.
for people that get any type of assistance.
Okay.
Single mothers,
Okay.
low income individuals,
Senior citizens.
senior citizens.
Free senior citizens.
No, you true. Good bag though. That was good bag though. G. That was good bag. That was good bag. That was good bag. Now, I do. The good thing about this is I take payment plans. I take payment plans. So I ain't finna hit you upside the head like most
Please don't, 'cause I
credit
can't.
because there's not much you have to do. You just have to set a goal. So with you, all I would do is make sure you set a goal, a few goals, and I would make sure you stuck to them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
How?
first we have the
This-
first I would
this
start
can be
with us
disputed.
figuring out a budget. How much, where your money going?
Damn.
See, how you just hit her with a whole you did right there.
I hit it with it. You did.
You hit her with it, you did.
Oh, I ain't nothing. I'm finna.
Nigga, did you see me just fall back?
She fell back quick like,
Yeah, you hit her with
boy.
it, you
He said
did.
budget? I
Yeah.
said that budget.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I said
We was
that
on
B
the
word.
budget.
B word.
That like calling woman a bitch. That
We was on the budget and they
Oh,
niggas told me
migraine.
we can't get no cigarettes. Nigga, we a budget. What, nigga,
I told we
baby?
couldn't get no lighter. We
A
budgeting.
cigarette lighter.
We ain't mad at
Hey, if
a
you-
I
cigarette
was mad
lighter.
as hell.
So let me tell you how I am, right? So
Right.
Oh
let me
my
put
goodness.
stories.
We're not
Come
gonna
on,
This
do.
is how I
Oh,
because
God.
you have to. It's ultimately about reconditioning yourself.
Yes,
Help
sir.
me, please.
You have to
I'm
have
tense
new
back
talent.
here
So
right
it
now.
takes at least 21 days to build a new habit.
Oh God.
So you got to start something.
Really?
So one of the things I do is I know I spend money when I go outside and I go in these
Yes.
convenience stores.
Yes.
So I don't go in the convenience stores now.
Right.
I pay for my fucking gas, and I turn around and I walk up out that bad boy.
No question.
I don't. Because I know if I go down the aisle, I'm going to buy something. I'm going to get hungry. It's going to be right. And I know
And
I'm
I'm
weak.
always hungry.
Yes, I'm weak. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got
I'm
that much
human.
strength. You human. I ain't got that much strength. So it's just better for me to just go get them people my gas. I literally, cause you can watch me in the store. I literally
I be
hold
ready
my
to
head
cry.
down. I look up, get my gas. I put my head down. I walk
Word,
back out
I
the
be
store.
ready to cry.
You look G, and
I'm
don't take
ready
your
right
kids in
now.
the store.
I'm ready now. Just talking about this shit.
Take your kids in the store if you want to, nigga. You coming out your pocket with a dub early. I'd be like, no, my kids already conditioned, cause I've been conditioning their ass for years.
Oh God.
Sit y'all
You
ass
said
back down.
budget.
So now I bullshit you not. Let me pull up to the store. Scotty, all of them, they still do it. They don't get out the car because they already know I'm not buying nothing.
Yeah,
All right, I said the B word.
play.
I said that B word like, oh Lord. She got the rocking back and forth. Lord. He said, take our turn. He done said all this shit.
Now I can fuck around. Now, I can listen. I can do this. This is how far I'm willing to go with this.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that budget.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about we gonna dispute this mercy shit.
Now we don't have to do the budget since it's all part of it.
You have to. Like, you
We
know.
gonna dispute this mercy. But we gonna make payment arrangement with this
Yeah, with
credit
SAU.
acceptance. Now, I'm gonna try for $20 a month. But because of my budget, and the way my money's set up,
Mm-hmm.
and my
How your
smoking
finances
habit,
set up?
you know what I'm talking about?
What's more important?
I am willing to take one of my 20s off my allowance. I'm willing to take one of them off.
Hey,
Let me tell you,
Weekly.
once you do really like dig in on this, you'd be surprised how
I
much
know.
money you spend.
I know. I
Like,
already know
I
how
know.
much I spend.
So-
I figured this shit out. Now, we're not going to go back because I already figured it out. But I'm saying, if I get $80 a week